bombard us with some terrible comments that I'm feeling.
He's with the millions.
It's that world heavyweight flow. Championship belt wrapped around my waist, yo. I got that Ric Flair figure flow. Slam you on the pavement, that's why they call me Street Pro. Create heat on beat flow. Like Jordan after the second time he three-peated, folks. Get ready, set, let's go. Fight toe to toe, release the flow created by this mic pro. Lights, camera, get low. Action pack, back to back. In fact, this monster will go. Y'all better let him know. Man with the master plan, and you have no need to know. Hot like winter cold. Bust these fools, anything less than killing whack rappers is a crime. I stay trying to get mine. Stacking value, packing venues, winning over time. Ain't no fine timeline. Open your eyes, you're looking for the best, and this is what you find. Game is only for the bold. You came prepared, now get ready for the show.
Introducing from parts unknown, your UFC and combat sports insider, Clever D, the Combat G, and the Sports Professor.
Yo, what up, friends? You know who it is. Ballin' Buds, we are here. It is your favorite combat sports duo. I am yours truly, the Sports Professor, and I am here with the star of the show, boxing, MMA, UFC insider, Clever D.
So I feel like I've heard this before. I feel like I've heard this before about like 2 minutes ago. I feel like I heard this shit before. We'll give a second to let you guys pile in. See you guys piling in right now. We're gonna give you guys we're gonna jibber jabber because I feel like I'm repeating myself for some weird odd reason. I'm not gonna repeat what I said earlier, but it's just gonna stay. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna stay in house. But as you guys pile in, and I see some of the that is your mom. Yeah. I thought your mom would give us an ad. Yeah, your mom just added us. I appreciate Sheila, whoever's mom's name is Sheila is, but you know what I'm saying, appreciate that.
Hey, hide your kids and hide your wife, and when it comes to Clever D, you better hide your mothers.
You have that rehearsed.
Rehearsing that all day. I was gonna go get the clip, but in the clip he actually uses the R word like 3 times. And I was like, man, I would have to go edit it out and everything. I was like, I'm not going to do all that just for that clip. Not going to be worth it for the 5 seconds clip. So y'all just imagine going off. But it doesn't matter. Thank y'all for joining us. It is Clever D, the Combat G's Combat Sports Special for boxing. Look at that. Look at that Christmas sweater. Wow. Look at that other Christmas sweater.
Yeah. Tupac on it says, ain't nothing but a Christmas party.
Oh, okay, cool. Oh, that's awesome. Goes, hey, that's hilarious.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Ain't nothing but a Christmas party. Yeah. So we rocking over here.
No, but you know that, right? Because on Instagram, when I did the story for the show, I put 2 of America's Most Wanted as a song, and I did not know you were going to wear that sweater.
We had another Christmas party at work today, so I had I'm feeling festive.
Hey, there you go. Well, hey, again, thank y'all for tuning in to Ballin' Buds. Make sure y'all subscribe, BALLANDBUDS, most importantly on YouTube, but also follow us on Instagram. And the best way you can do it is to use this handy QR code up at the top right-hand corner. If you use your phone, get on that bad boy. You can go find Clever D's TikTok. You can go find our...
For how long it lasts.
You can find our Instagram. You said what?
For how long it lasts.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, as long as TikTok is not banned, which if you didn't hear, go check out my Professor Seminalmente yesterday as I went live with the news. But that's not what we're here for today. We're here to talk some boxing. The heavyweight championship of the world will be decided this weekend between Oleksandr Usyk and Tyson Fury. The rematch part 2. We want you to stay tuned as we will be getting into that in just a little bit here. But first, we will be... What's good? What happened?
No, go. Keep going.
But first, what we're going to get into is a little bit of UFC 310 review, because our UFC insider here has some bones to pick with the scoring that was done during UFC. So as you know, Clubber D usually does his picks. Well, he always gives his club bangers for every single show. And so, he gave it again for this one. And he had been 8-0. I repeat, 8-0 he had been in the past 2 pay-per-views. So now we go into this pay-per-view, and it turns out his record. Oh, hold on. Wait a second. Before we even keep going,
That's the man, the
I
myth, the
haven't talked
legend,
to this man in forever.
the legend,
Wow.
one of
Wow.
the best
Yo,
barbers in
shout
the
out
DMV.
Bird.
Check out Berto the barber, one of the best barbers in the
Barbers in
DMV.
DMV. Hey, and a fellow Mets fan. Hey, Papa, we got Soto, baby. We got Soto. Let's go, Papa. I miss you, brother. Hope you're doing well. If I got my haircut, I'd come see you, but I don't do that anymore. So, all right. But as we were saying, Clubber D has been 8-0 in the past few fights, and now this time, as he was coming into it, he chose his fights, which I'm about to bring up now, and officially, he ended up 2-3. 2-3, Clubber D. What do you think about your 2-3 record on this?
Okay, first of all, let's start with the Pantoja fight. Okay, I thought Kai Sakura was going to come in and change the game because he was a menace for Rising, over there in Japan. He's a rising star. He's no pun intended with the name Rising, but you know what I'm saying, he's a knockout artist. He can crack. He did crack him a couple times with a flying knee, but Pantoja showed us he is the most dominant champion since Mighty Mouse, and he called him out to fight him. So I'll take that L.
He called him out.
I'll take that L. Okay, that's on me. I'm sorry, people. That's on me.
Wait, so what do you think about him calling out Mighty Mouse, though? Hold on, let's not bury the lead for a second.
I mean, nice try. Mighty Mouse 38 years old. He ain't fighting no more. He's already retired. He's a podcast. Those smaller weight guys. I mean, Mighty Mouse. He's on my right. He's top 5 for me all time. But I'm not gonna front. I wish we can go back in time. I wish I can call Doc and Marty McFly. We can go back in time, get both of them in their primes, and have them fight like a bunch of other fights. But we can't do that. Okay, Pantoja, you called out Mighty Mouse. He's too old for you. It's all right. I mean, he cleaned out the division. You're trying to make a big fight. I think Mighty Mouse said he was offered like $5 million or something crazy like that for that fight. But nah, I would hate to see him go out like that. But my homegirl Karita. Look at Karita. Look at the homegirl over there saying what's up.
Hey, good.
That's an elementary friend right there. She's having an amazing weight loss journey, her and her husband. So I think everybody, you need to start a YouTube page, young lady. You need to start a page because you could be an inspiration to someone else out there. You know what I'm saying? You start one. I'll be the executive producer. We could do a split, 90-10 split. You know what I'm saying? We can make this thing work. Okay. Ever since Belmont Elementary, I got you. All right. But let's. What? That's a good split. 90-10. Why not? Why not?
Okay.
But
you're not the one taking.
Hey, go down to the first which call it that messed me up with your pink cursor. I mean purple.
Okay.
Which is slow as hell.
Yeah. So you got Sterling versus Evil.
Yeah. So
right.
Everybody who watched that fight, majority of the people feel that Sterling won. Okay. Him fighting on the prelims is diabolical anyway, so he shouldn't have been fighting on the prelims, but they had him on there because he's not one of Dana White's boys. Okay, that's an ex-champion right there.
Wow.
And he defended his belt 3 times. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's they do that if you don't agree with Dana White, if you're not on his list of butt buddies, you know what I'm saying, he's gonna treat you like that. But a lot of people feel like, and myself, he won that fight. Yes, I know his style isn't as action-packed. You know what I'm saying? But I think he won that fight. All right. He's looked phenomenal in his second fight at that weight class. Let's move on to the biggest travesty. The biggest one. Volkov against Ciryl Gane. Everybody knows Volkov won that fight.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody. It was so bad, Ciryl Gane walked out the cage.
And even Dana White went up to Volkov after the fight and said that it was a wrong decision.
Exactly. So I'll take the the Vicente Lupe. I'll take that L. Okay, I called that one wrong. I'll take Pantoja. I'll take those, but I'm not taking the other two. I don't care what anybody says. If you watched it, you'll be on my side. If you're not, I'll see you in July at Nathan's, where you're doing what you do best. Eat hot
How
dogs.
about the fall for Khan, though? Because just a few years ago, he established himself as the best heavyweight in the division after he beat Volkov, the same Volkov he just lost to, after he beat Rosenstruik, and after he beat Derek Lewis. And then he subsequently lost to Francis Ngannou and John Jones, and now seems to be in a spiral. What does the future hold for him?
Well, I mean, Cyril Gane, I mean, he's the pride and joy of French MMA. You know, they was outlawed for so long, over there. I believe. I think it's the women's fights were outlawed for so long. But I mean, he's kind of like Leon Edwards. He's one of those guys that needs confidence when he fights. When he fights and he's not confident, he has a piss poor performance. But in this fight, he was fighting another guy who's another stand-up guy just like him. So he had to play it safe. And I feel like he lost this fight. Where he goes from here, they can recycle him and have him fight another top 5 person, see how that goes. But let's get a Derek Lewis rematch. If Derek Lewis wants to actually fight this time when he goes against him, or have him fight somebody that is opposite of his skill level and see how good he really is. Because when he did that against John Jones, he tapped out from a standing guillotine. So if I was Dana White, I would have him against some type of grappler, see how good his skills is when he can't have a stand-up fight the whole time. That's what I would do.
Yeah, there's nothing I can say. You hit it right on the head. Everything you said in your summary was beautifully said about both what could happen to a fighter, like as a cautious telltale sign of things that could be, but also what the future may hold for any of them. And so Volkov, does he, at his elder state, his elder age now, with this win, does that give him any momentum?
Well, you said with Gane or
no, with Volkov.
Well,
he's a little older.
Well, he lost, but so, I mean, it's still the heavyweight division. Heavyweight division is a little different.
If Dana's saying it's a bad decision, it's not going to hurt him in matchups or anything.
Oh no, it's not going to hurt him. I mean, it's one of those things where heavyweight's a little different from the smaller divisions. Like I just mentioned, Demetrius Johnson, Mighty Mouse fighting Pantoja, and that's 25 pounds or whatever, 135 pounds, 25. I think it's 25. He's not the same fighting somebody at that weight class. But John Jones just fought Stipe Miocic, who's 42. John Jones was 37. Daniel Cormier was 37 when he fought John Jones, and 38 when he fought Stipe. So you can be older in the weight classes, just like in our boxing main event. These guys are 37, 38 years old. So you can be a little older in heavyweight when it comes to the lighter weight class. You can't. That Father Time kind of stops you at a certain point. You know what I mean?
Right. Okay. Cool. So essentially, what you're telling the crowd is, instead of being 2-3, you should have been 4-1 on this card. Is that correct? What I'm hearing in this? Okay. Now, are you willing to?
I should have been. Because I lost the Lupe fight. I lost that one too.
Okay, so you should be 3-2. All right.
3-2. Well, right, Weidman lost. I don't know if I picked him. And Bryce Mitchell.
That Weidman Eric fight, I can't remember, but you did pick Bryce Mitchell over Kron Gracie.
Yeah. So I mean, I had a more wins than loss, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? They trying to hold a man down. You know what I mean? It's all good. It's all right.
I think overall you were 4-3, and with the Weidman and Anders fight, I still got to go back and see who you had picked. Not that it matters.
I'm gonna lie and say I had Anders. Okay, I'm gonna lie and say I had Eric Anders, and we're gonna go with that. Don't hold me to that, people.
5-3.
If you see me in the street, I owe you a shot on happy hour prices. It's probably scope because your breath stinks. So yeah.
So now Clubber D is 13-3 in his last 3 pay-per-views. Y'all eat that just like your mothers would. And shout out to
Karita. Okay. Says, so look, all it takes is motivation. Look, let me give y'all some game, okay? Film yourself your daily routine. Okay, when you wake up, a 5 second clip of what you're making to eat. A 5 second clip saying, "Hey, I'm doing this run, whatever." Blah 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 blah. You don't even have to do the fucking run. Pardon my French. You don't have to do the run. Just walk back sweaty and say, "Boom, just got done with a 10-minute run." Chop those clips together from a sun up to sundown routine. Post that on TikTok or post that on MySpace. You're good to go. Trust me, I got you. Okay. CapCut is an easy way to chop up your videos. It's pretty easy. I'm learning, but I got you. Create a 90-10 split. Free game for y'all.
A director, Clubber D is what you will call him after that. Awesome. All right, make sure y'all subscribed at Ball and Buds. BALLANDBUDS. You see it up there on the top, and there's also the QR code that you can handily scan with your phone. Again, we thank y'all for tuning in to support us as always. So here we go. We're moving it on now to this weekend. A huge fight. The heavyweight championship of the world. The rematch between Oleksandr Usyk, your WBA, WBO, WBC championship, minus the bum ass IBF that does not deserve to be mentioned.
How dare you say bum?
Hey, I'm going to ask a question about them later. But going up against Tyson Fury, who has long reigned in the heavyweight division until Oleksandr Usyk came along and beat him. And not only did he beat him pretty handily. If we remember the fight, and I remember the video going around because I think I watched it about 100 times in that ninth round when Usyk battered him around like a damn crash test dummy or some shit. It was bad. It was one of the actually it was one of the craziest beatings I saw that didn't get a stoppage or anything. But anyways, Usyk was made to relinquish his IBF title in June, which I know you'll talk about, with Daniel Dubois becoming the champion and then defending that against Anthony Joshua. So this fight obviously is going to head the Riyadh season card. And in the first fight, it was 114, 113 on two cards, 115, 112 for Usyk on all three cards. What do you think about this huge boxing fight to close out the 2020?
First of all, if next time you talk while I'm talking, I might just hop off this stream. Okay, I can't take that. Okay.
You don't talk when I'm talking, okay? If I don't tell you,
this stream is called Little Women now. It's not called Ball and Buzz. It's called Little Women. That's what we gonna rock it like that. If you disagree with what I'm saying, I'm out of here. I'm packing my lunch. I'm out of here. Taking my ball. We're playing 21. We're going home. But anyway,
Clubber D and his disciples. Clubber D and the disciples.
Clubber D and the minions, you know what I'm saying? That's how we roll, you know what I'm saying? You got, if you don't like it, ship up or shape out, mother lover. But anyways, all right, let's get back on track. That's why I was giggling earlier because I was gonna get your ass. But all right, so
going with the news first. That's fine. You can go with the news.
No, we'll do that. We'll say for mailbag stuff. We got a lot of mailbag. We got you guys. We got tons of questions, and I appreciate everybody that's emailed us.
Yeah.
The fan base in Belgium, you guys are phenomenal. I still haven't got a waffle, but I know we were top 20, 25 in Belgium, and where was the other country?
China.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. This is.
Hey, they like MMA over there. They like MMA.
Hey, they like MMA, but we got a new president, so you know what I'm saying. I ain't trying to get us in trouble. You know what I mean? So
we have talked to some Chinese fighters, and we do talk a little Zhe Li Zhang and some others.
That's true. You guys invite us out to Macau. It's like the new Vegas out there. I would love to go. You know what I'm saying? Just put me up in a penthouse. You know what I'm saying? We'll have fun. But anyways, so the things leading up to this fight, this is not like the last fight. A lot of people aren't talking about this fight as much because it's not undisputed. And we haven't had it undisputed in so long in the heavyweight division. And I was so happy for this first fight because it got postponed about 3 times. And then Usyk came in with a lot of issues with, being away from his family. I believe his wife lost. I know he missed one of his kids' birthday, and I don't want to say that he possibly may have lost a child. I don't know, but I'm not gonna get into that. But Usyk went through a lot for this fight, the first go around, and he was determined to win. Now, if you look at this time, he comes out with the purple suit with the little tiger on the joint, looking like the Joker mixed with Coming to America with the fake little tiger. I don't know if that's what he was going for, to go look like King Joffrey Joe, but I don't know. But it looked good. Nice little suit he had on. You look at him, he's like usually Usyk's always happy-go-lucky, smiley, want a joke. You know what I'm saying? But Fury, it's always something wild. He's saying something crazy. His father says something wild and crazy, like the Darren Till and Tyson Fury's brothers press conference, and the fight got canceled. This go around, you see Tyson Fury, long beard. He looks a lot more in shape. And he already said that he hasn't seen or done anything with his wife for 3 months. So he's kind of isolated and focused on fighting. So a focused Fury.
I just want to make one correction real quick. I know what you meant because we talked about it before the show, and I know you know who it was, so you just said the wrong name. But it was Tyson Fury who revealed that his wife has suffered a miscarriage.
That's who it was. Okay. That's who it was. Okay. That's who it was. Yeah, I know one of them, wasn't sure which one it was. So Fury, this go around, he's kind of shutting off, everything and getting very focused for his fight. And we've seen him in rematches with Derek Chisora when he fought Deontay Wilder for that fight. For the Wilder fight, he came in really heavy. He was damn 300 pounds, and Wilder came in like 217, and his job was to smother him. I'm thinking for this fight, with him looking a little lighter than usual, he's going to move around a lot more and be in front of Usyk, and he wants to knock out. That's the thing he wants. He wants to knock Usyk out. All right. For me personally, I don't think that's a good idea. You do not want to be in front of Usyk, because Usyk was chasing him most of that fight to get him up out of there. Now, Usyk's issues are the body. I think it was what was it, round 6 or 7, where Fury really hurt Usyk bad to the body. And then I think it was round 8 or 9 is when Usyk turned it around and almost knocked him out. Those ropes were kind of high, and any other ref would have called that fight, because Tyson Fury was getting butchered.
I couldn't believe that didn't get stopped. That's crazy.
I was shocked too. Like, I wanted to go on, but it's like one of those fights where, hey, throw it in the card. You know what I'm saying? It was, but they didn't. They let it ride. And
I'm glad as a fan they did, but as a judge, I would have, or a ref.
Trust me, some of those refs they have over in the Riyadh season, some of them refs, I'm like, come on, y'all not even doing nothing. Y'all letting them wrestle and doing all sorts of, man. Y'all need to call me out there. I might ref, or get my man Josh from 86 Boxing. Have my man out, Josh, fly him out there, okay? He might get this going, okay? Salute to 86 Boxing, and salute to my man Tim Skywalker, the GOAT, the man. You know what, Tim? He be walking on a cloud sometimes when he's at work, because you know what he does. He's just he's the man. He is the man. And before I give my shout outs, one last shout out to Papi Chunyeyo. Light on the yayo, heavy on the Poppy. I said it backwards.
You said it backwards. Okay, I like it.
Yeah.
Heavy on Poppy, light on the yayo. So you're right about something though, right? Is that Usyk is a very good for a heavyweight, especially. Now we know originally he's a light heavyweight. But for a light heavyweight, he's very good with his footwork. He's very good at making sure that he moves and counter punches and lands punches from strategic angles. Now you are right though. Most people are saying Fury needs to come in and do what he did at the start of the last fight. Yeah. Because if you remember, at the start of the last fight, those first 2 rounds, Tyson Fury came out and he was the aggressor. He was the one that was throwing the jabs, keeping Usyk at bay. And then over time, that started to go away. While I agree with you that will set him up for some sort of variability to possibly get knocked out, I do agree with the fact that I think he does need to kind of run him down, because if he sits back, I think he's just going to be more of the same of last fight. What do you think about that?
Well, here's the thing. Fury can try. See, the thing, the first fight, Fury was very heavy that fight. You know what I'm saying? Usyk is a smaller man. unlike Evander Holyfield, who got robbed in the Olympics, who was part of that 1984 Olympics, which is the best American boxing team ever. Excuse me.
Check out Clubber D's short on YouTube on that.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Y'all check that one out. It's pretty good. But so Usyk's a gold medalist, and he, besides Evander Holyfield, he's probably the best cruiserweight of all time. You know what I'm saying? Of all time, and his boxing skill level is higher than Tyson Fury. He's a higher level than him. You know, I would love to see a dream match was to say Better BF say, you know, I'll move up to heavyweight, just skip the division and go up there. I love to see that rematch. They fought in the amateurs. But anyways, if Fury wants to get in front of Usyk and make it a fight, I think that's not good. That's not what he should do, because Fury will get countered and Usyk just needs that opening and take him out of there. If he comes in lighter, that's better for Usyk, because he doesn't worry about someone that's 260, 270, 280. You know, he comes in lighter, you know, Usyk can get him up out of there a lot faster. It's really, will Father Time ever catch up with Usyk? Okay, would it finally say, hey, you know what, buddy, you are 37, it's time to get up out of here? He did talk about retirement, possibly.
Okay.
So that's where that brings in a factor. But they had their open workouts, both look pretty good. This is probably one of the toughest. I'm not gonna do a caveat on this one. I'm not doing a caveat. This is a straight up, you know what I'm saying? This is a Clubber pick.
Clubs, bangers. Clubs, bangers. Clubs, bangers.
I'm going with Usyk by decision.
What? Whoa! Is there a caveat on that? Do we have any chance of Fury winning?
I can see Fury winning because Turkey Alex Sheik already guaranteed to be if he did win, it'd be a rematch. But there's a lot of incentive for him to get a knockout as well. I don't know if that's gonna, you know, make him want to do something he shouldn't do. I do like his trainer, Sugar Hill, who's the nephew. I think he's the nephew of Emmanuel Stewart at legendary Crunk Boxing in Detroit. You know what I mean? Hitman Tommy Hearns, you guys heard of him. You heard Lennox Lewis. All them guys trained over there. I think the game plan might be to come in and knock Usyk out. I just don't see Fury dancing around for 12 rounds. I see Fury getting stalked by Usyk this whole fight. That's what I see happening. And I'm going with Usyk on this. I think it's going to be my caveat.
Well, first, give us your. Do you think Usyk's going to knock him out, or a decision?
I think a decision. I think it's be a decision. I mean, my only caveat would be a knockout by Usyk. I don't have Fury winning this fight. I don't.
Okay.
You know, and
decision wise, do you think it'll be a blowout, or do you think it'll be a little close like last time?
I think it'll be close, but I don't think it'll be a split decision. I don't think so.
Wow.
I mean, it's not the end of the road for Fury, because you got to look at boxing's all about parity and all about story. Okay, if Usyk wins and Daniel Dubois beats Parker on one of the best boxing cards ever in February, what's stopping us to say, you know what, let's get a rematch between Dubois versus Usyk? You know, they fought once, very controversial. We know that Dubois's punch was on the belt line, it was not below, and Usyk was damn near out. He was out. Okay, that was a knockout to a body blow. Okay, and this is different Daniel Dubois. This man has been motivated. He's like Buster Douglas when he fought Tyson when he found out his mother passed away. This dude has been on a tear. You know what I'm saying? So why not build that fight up to be undisputed again and then retire? So that's my you know, weird world of matchmaking, you know what I'm saying?
And so if let's say that Fury wins this fight, let's say that in an alternate world, I know you said it's not going to happen. By the way, y'all make sure you take Clubber D's Club Bangers and you go to your DraftKings, your FanDuel, your ESPN bet, and make sure you get your bets in, as well as those parlays. NCAA.
Get your money right. Some of y'all, Dusty, get your money right. Do some bets, all right? Buy some toothpaste. Box. Looking like Spider-Man when he got beat up and it's barely hanging on his face, his mask. Get some new stuff, all right? Hey, treat yourself. All right, stop going out to these bars smelling like Aspen and Stetson. Okay, do some bets, make $5 into 15, maybe 20. Get some eternity. You know, hey, you know what I'm saying? A little tenderoni might think you smell good. All right.
And if any of you dare to buy Clubber D some Black Classic match, I swear.
You buy me that, I will tar and feather you. Okay. In Town Square, I will tar and feather you. Town Square.
He said, "Yo, he's holding the trophy, but we don't know what sport he's playing."
Yeah.
He's just holding a random trophy.
You guys are bored. YouTube Black Classic Match Cologne on YouTube.
Yeah, just hilarious.
Do that.
All right. We appreciate y'all tuning in. Make sure y'all are subscribed at Ball and Buds. I don't know why I did that.
Zoom in.
BALLANDBUDS as well. You can use that QR code up at the top, and that'll take you to all of our social medias. Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, and the TikTok for as long as it's around for now. As well, if you're watching right now and you're not on YouTube, please make sure you go subscribe. But if you are anywhere, make sure you hit that like button. It helps us out a lot. That like, if you want to hit the laugh button, whatever, the wow, I don't care. Just hit it because it helps us in the algorithm and moves us up a little further, and we really appreciate that. All right, let's move it on to the fan mail bag. Starting off this is going to be my personal question. I'm going to start with my question just because it relates to the last topic that we talked about. The professor's question in this fan mailbag is, as the IBF, I realize that they have mandatory challengers, but I also realize that those things are manipulated all the damn time. As the IBF as an organization, why would you not want to be associated with this fight this weekend? Why would you not want your belt to be up for the lineal heavyweight championship of the world? Or do you think that them straying out of it helps their image more because they're creating more controversy? What do you feel about this?
I mean, that happens a lot. It's because you got 4 belts and you got 4 different companies. Look at 4 different companies. Each belt has their own ranking. So Philip Horwich, Philip Horwich, that's Eddie Hearn's guy. He was the #1 contender for the IBF for the longest. So a lot of fighters take step aside money to let other fighters fight so they can get it on. And then kind of like Teofimo Lopez when he fought Lomachenko, that wasn't for undisputed because he didn't want to fight Devin Haney, his mandatory. So he became franchise champion, and Devin Haney got the actual belt. They call it email champion, kind of like Devin Haney was one. Boots Ennis was one also when Earl Spence and Terrence Crawford fought. After that fight, he became the IBF email champion because he didn't fight to get that belt. But if you are #1 contender for that particular belt, and it is IBF, that red one right there next to the WBC, that's the IBF. If you are the champion in that particular belt's rankings, or #1 contender, then you either fight the champion or you take step aside money, and they didn't want to take step aside money. So they said, okay, we'll let you guys have undisputed. And then the next day, we're taking that belt from you. And that's where they had Philip fight Daniel Dubois, and Daniel Dubois said, knocking you out. I'm the champion now. So that's how it does. Right. That's how they do it.
If I'm the commissioner of the IBF, I'm looking at this and I'm saying, okay, if we go ahead and take this belt away from Usyk, first of all, he's not the lineal champion anymore, which may go in our favor for a little bit because it's like, oh, we're the rebel faction. The IBF, we want to stand out from everybody else. Let's go ahead and give our mandatory challenger. But also when you look at it in a business sense, from a marketing point, I'm a marketer, from a marketing point of view, I would want my IBF, I would want my International Boxing Federation name to be associated with a fight of this magnitude instead of letting my competitors be the ones to get you see what I'm saying here? And they would be able to change it around.
Same thing. Okay, so like you're saying, lineal, same thing. It's like same as undisputed, but just a little different. Right. Undisputed just means you have everything. Yeah, okay. It's trust me, I do it all the time. And so when you're like the Ring Magazine lineal champion, the reason I'm bringing it up is that one over there, that way. The one red, white, and blue next to the WBC. You get that
Beautiful.
Ring magazine. That's kind of like the lineal joint. So that means you're the true champion. So everybody knows that this fight on Saturday is for the true heavyweight champion. The reason why the IBF wants to stray away kind of because they get a percentage of each pay-per-view from that fighter's purse. So all these belts, if you have all the belts, that's why Tank and a lot of these fighters, under Mayweather, they said that belts don't mean nothing when they really do. But if you have 2, 3, 4 belts, they're taking each belt's taking with 5-6% of your purse for their pockets. So sometimes they want to stray away and have their own event saying we're going to get more of a piece of the pie with our own fighters instead of sharing it with the other belts commissions, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? So
no, it does.
And
promoters
have a lot of say so in that stuff too.
Right. So there's a risk and reward. There's the pros and the cons, and they felt like not having their name within this certain fight would not hurt them as much as going on with their business practices and scheduling major fights.
It's all about money. It's all about money.
Hey, there you go. All right, cool.
We got money.
Yeah, right. Moving on to our next mailbag question. Since you did mention Lomachenko, we do have a question about him in this mailbag. So let me go ahead and say that question now. So shout out to the Ukrainian Giant. Thank you for tuning in. He says Loma is going to retire. What will happen to this lightweight division? Will it be Tank's to own as it has so for the last little bit?
Shout out to the Ukraine. You know what I'm saying? You got Usyk fighting this weekend. You got Lomo. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to them. They steady fighting. You know who? But yeah, that lightweight division is going to be it's very interesting because you got Keyshawn fighting for WBO against the champion. I don't want to butcher his name. Burchek. Burchek. I think that's his name. Whatever it is, I ain't gonna mess it up. Another Ukraine fighter. He's gonna be fighting Keyshawn on Valentine's Day. So if y'all ain't got no dates, whatever, just watch that fight on ESPN later that night. You know what I'm saying? Watch Keyshawn knock him out, and then you knock out what you're supposed to knock out later on, unless you was dusty and took her to McDonald's. But anyways, you got Tank, the WBA champion, and then you got Shakur Stevenson, who's fighting on the Du Bois Parker undercard in February, which is the best card I've ever seen. You know what I'm saying? So you have one champ that if he gives his belt up, then I wonder what they're going to do with that belt. Are they going to absorb it? Are they going to have their number 1 contenders, number 2 contender fight for it? Or are they going to do like they did for Canelo Alvarez when he fought, I think it was Liam Smith, and say, oh, you win this belt's attached also when Benavidez got stripped to the WBC? Or are they going to, that's only their 2 options. Their 2 options are either third option, give to the number 1 contender. So they can either give to the number 1 contender, have the number 2 and number 1 fight for it, or they can add it with another championship card. Like when Keyshawn fights, depending where he's ranked in that particular belt, they can say, okay, this fight is for WBO and IBF. There's a lot of things they can do, but the only fights we want to see at 135 would be Shakur versus Tank. I mean, that's pretty much what we want to see. Keyshawn's a lot, and I love to see Keyshawn versus Tank also. Keyshawn will never fight Shakur because they're boys like that. But I would like to see either Keyshawn or Keyshawn or Shakur fight Tank. I would love to see that.
Yeah, I definitely want to see Shakur and Tank fight. I'd love to see Keyshawn as well in there, but definitely want to see Shakur and Tank first. Speaking of someone you just mentioned, because I might as well just keep letting you segue me so well into these questions. Teofimo Lopez is scheduled to fight Boots Ennis. Shout out to Jose Ramirez from San Diego, California. Thank you for tuning in. He asked, "What are your thoughts on this this possible fight that was announced?"
Well, the thing about that fight, that I don't know if it's going to. So basically, Teofimo called out a bunch of fighters, or 3 fighters. He called out Tank, Boots, and I forgot the other fighter he called out, Terrence Crawford, which ain't gonna have. He gets ass whooped. But Teofimo Lopez called out Boots, and Boots was like, "Okay, we can run it. We can do this." Bob Arum, who's Top Rank, said that, who's Teofimo's promoter, said that they're in negotiations with Eddie Hearn at the Zone where Boots fights for, but apparently that fight might not happen. I mean, it was close, but what I'm reading now is that the 147 is all jacked up. Boots turned down to move up to fight Virgil Ortiz, which would have been a great fight. After his last fight, he said that he wanted to move up to 154 because he didn't look that great. Now they're saying, he wants to collect all the belts at 147. We don't know what he's going to do. Mario Barros has had a split decision win on the Mike Tyson undercard. And now they're saying they might fight Manny Pacquiao for some dumb reason, which is like, why would that fight even happen? You had the other fight, WBA champion who's slipping my mind. He's Stayonis. He's fighting someone else pretty soon. He's already taken up. Brian Norman's already come back and said that he's ready to fight. He said he's quiet for a long time. He'll fight Teofimo. He'll fight Boots Ennis. So Brian Norman, the WBO champion, that's a fighter I would like to. I'm sorry, the IBF champion. I would like to see him fight. Now he's WBO. I would like to see him fight Boots Ennis. So if Boots doesn't fight Teofimo, he should fight Brian Norman at Unify. But that would be my guesstimate. But the Teofimo versus Boots, I don't know. It looked good on paper, like it was going to happen. But now, literally in the last few days, it's kind of crumbled, and Teofimo will get his ass whooped. He's too small. He'd get his ass whooped. Teofimo, I'm sorry, not Teofimo.
Yeah, I mean, I think I think I do agree with you. Obviously, in the outcome of that matchup, just due to the size of the fighters, but also on this program here, we do not approve and or appreciate anything that has come out of the mouth of any racist person in this world. Moving on to another Mexican, hopefully not racist, but he's
half black also, Berto. He's half black also.
There you go.
The course like Noriega, half black, half Puerto Rican.
Hey, let's go.
You know that.
That takes me back. What? Anyways, Jaime Munguia in the upset of the year. This comes from Eric. Eric from Tijuana. Shout out Eric in Tijuana. He says Jaime Munguia just lost in the upset of the year. The former fighter, or the fighter that formerly took Canelo, most people had in the fight with Canelo, has been knocked out in the 6th round by Bruno. What is it? Bruno Sanruse?
Somebody from France. Someone eats baguettes every day. I don't know. It's
baguettes.
And good desserts, you know what I'm saying? Like, shout out to France, but
what are your thoughts?
Jeez. Jaime Munguia, golly, like, where do you come back from this? And how does I'm gonna bounce back to Canelo also. How does Canelo look fighting somebody like this instead of fighting David Benavidez or David Morrell? You let this person jump up one weight class, fight 2 fights, and fight you. I mean, Jaime Munguia, if you look at his record, he has a lot of fights under his belt. Okay, he's very young. He got so lackadaisical with his offense. He just forgot about defense and his hand. You know the saying, Mark Jackson. Shout out to all fans. Tell him.
Down. Let's go.
Say it one more time for them.
Hands down, man down.
Whoop. That's it. So that's what happened. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the way he hit him, and I was like, who's this cat that beat him? I'm looking at it, and I'm like, oh, this dude only got 4 knockouts. So I'm thinking Jaime Munguia is going to wipe the floor with this guy. Nope, didn't happen. I don't think Jaime Munguia is done. I just think that he needs to take a break. Just chill from boxing, get your mind right. You know what I'm saying? You're already a champion. I think that fighting tomato cans early in your career kind of hindered him, and then when he did that move up, for me was that Derevchenko fight, which I thought he lost. That was a war, you know what I'm saying? He got with Derevchenko, and that guy Derevchenko, Sergey Derevchenko, has never he's always been on the wrong side of all the decisions, all these wars he's been in with like the Charlos and Canelo, and sorry, not Canelo, but Triple G, which he should have beat Triple G. He won that fight. And shout out to Berto, who always called Triple G Little G. This guy was never a Triple G fan, hated him. But the thing about Jaime Munguia, like, you just relax, get your mind right, come back to boxing in a year, okay? You're still very young, all right? Clubber D's advice.
Yeah, I mean that's brutal. That's a brutal fall to go from fighting and having such a great performance against one of the all-time great boxers to getting knocked out by Joe Blow from Waterloo.
The dude look like Blankenship. I'll just put it like that.
Like BB, not the BB. What up, B?
He looked like him. He looked like him.
Clubber D and I will see you for New Year's at the Gaylord. By the way, if you are looking to party for New Year's Eve, Clubber D and I will be signing autographs at the Gaylord National Harbor, DC for Big Night DC. We will be there, so come get our autograph and a picture with us in maybe a little bit of mistletoe garb.
Yeah, if y'all look here, they signed us up to go to the Gaylord for the New Year's Eve event. Holla at me. I'll get you some free drinks once you get up in there, okay? You buy your ticket, get up in there. I'll buy your first 5 drinks, okay? I got you.
VIP life, son.
Roberto, every time. So back in the day, I would go into the shop and Berto would be like, little G. Every time Triple G fought. You know, now that I've looked at Triple G's resume, he had a point. I'm not going to front. He didn't want to fight Andre Ward. He didn't want to move up. Then he moves up later on to fight Canelo on a BS thing that we didn't care about. But he beat Canelo Alvarez that first fight. I don't care what anybody says. First time Triple G fought Canelo, he won that fight. But I will say this, Berto, you were the first one to say Little G. He was a fraud. Besides that Canelo fight, the first one.
But would you consider
that
Triple G or Little G? Would you consider him a Hall of Famer still? Because most people would, I would assume.
That's wise, yes, I would, but you know, it's one of those things like, is Scottie Pippen a Hall of Famer? You know, he's a Hall of Famer, right? You know,
yeah, I would consider.
He didn't wow. He was a good defender, but didn't wow. I mean, Triple G, he did the best with what was given to him, but when it was time to move up and kind of, you know, do his thing with fighters in another weight class, he didn't do that. But if you want to say, hey, I knocked out everybody that's in front of me, like Tank. Tank's not a Hall of Famer, but Tank has knocked out everybody pretty much in front of him that they put. But some of these fighters that they put in front of him should never been in front of him. So
right, got it. Okay,
Tank, that's what Triple G is. What those guys that move up in the weight division, where he didn't duck anybody besides Andre Ward, I'd say.
Right. Okay. Awesome. All right. Well, good analysis there. Thank you for that. Shout out to Berto for all the good comments. Y'all make sure you comment. If you have any questions for Clubber D, please go ahead and send it right now. We will ask them live on air. If you don't want to send it now and you come up with something later, you can email clubberdbnb@gmail.com. That is clubberdbnb for ball and buds @gmail.
Hold on. I don't want to cut you off, but look here. Y'all that be sending some of y'all's
Berto.
Some of y'all's bra sizes and panty sizes, stop doing all that stuff, okay? I'm sick of getting those emails, all right? And some of y'all's moms be sending them joints. Like, just relax, all right? Relax.
Hey.
I know Rufus still left the house. You're home alone, all right? You got your dusty-ass kids everywhere. You want to contact me. Stop that. Stop it. All right? Jesus Christ.
Yeah, please stop, because I am the one that has to actually cultivate that email. And
I filter all that mess.
So sometimes I have to go through some nasty pictures that y'all be sending to Clubber D that I don't really want to see some of y'all in those positions or with those kind of you know, lace going on and leather and whatever else y'all be sending. How many floors exist in the Hall of Fame? Obviously, he's being facetious, but that's a good joke.
I would verbiage as, it's not even a word. I would say it as this.
Verbiage is a word and a good word.
It is a word, but it's the way the context of the way I was trying to use it, I guess. My bad. How how many tiers are in the Hall of Fame? That's the real question. How many tiers? You know, are you a top tier Hall of Famer? Are you a mid-level Hall of Famer? Or are you a low level? I just got in because of X, Y, and Z Hall of Famer. I put Triple G as a mid-tier Hall of Famer.
Okay.
He won't be a top tier. That's
Hey,
why I put him.
There you go. Mid-tier Hall of Famer for Triple G. Let us know what you think, if you agree with that, Roberto, or not. Let's move on to the last two fan mailbag questions before we get out of here for the night. Again, make sure y'all subscribed at Ball and Buds,
IG won't be out in an hour. My IG might got y'all.
BUDS. That's right. Yeah, we might be out in an hour. All right. From Rose Kiss from Valencia, Spain. Shout out to people in Spain watching us. That's awesome. Rumors are that, second round of rumors are that Turkey Usyk may actually get the Terrence Bud, you know what, from Nebraska Crawford. I added that in because I like calling him that. Versus Canelo Alvarez fight in Saudi Arabia. What do you think about the second round of rumors after hearing this earlier last year?
Well, after I secured my free weekend for the I want to mess the name up. Our boy Mike Austin, his group in Tampa. Bluesiest for my Bluesiest weekend in Tampa. I've already secured that weekend. Yeah, we got free room and board, Omar. I got that already. So I was doing my research, and Allegiant Stadium, your Raiders, it's been secured for May 2nd, which is a Saturday, I believe. No, sorry, May 3rd, which is a Saturday, because my birthday's on a Sunday this year. So they have not said what is secured for. All right. The rumors I'm getting, Canelo has put out cryptic messages saying that he's ready for the Crawford fight. Crawford has already said he started training and getting ready for something. That big news is on the horizon. So what I'm saying,
breaking news, yeah.
Canelo versus Crawford, May 3rd in Las Vegas. Allegiant, where the Raiders play stadium. That's happening. I'm gonna say it right now. I'm gonna say it and state it. Canelo versus Crawford, Cinco de Mayo weekend. It's happening.
What?
Because that's the bottom line. Because Stone Cold said so.
Damn, Daniel. Damn, Daniel. Damn, Daniel. Damn, Daniel. Back at it again with the white man. Damn, Daniel.
You and like 8 people love that shit.
What a classic video. Anyways, wow. Okay, so you are Clubber D the Combat G is breaking some news for us here. His prediction, May 3rd, we will get Canelo Alvarez versus Terrence Bud Crawford, two of the greatest boxers of this new generation. At least I can't say our generation, since we span into 80s and 90s boxers. But for the new generation, Canelo and Bud Alvarez for the last 10 years are their top fighters, right?
Yeah. I mean, this is classic. We'll put that on a t-shirt, Bud Alvarez. But no, seriously though, this is one of the fights we've been waiting on. You know what I'm saying? Everybody knows how I feel about weight classes in boxing. They're there for a reason. Not to switch sports. Chael Sonnen said the same thing about if he ever came in contact with Jorge Masvidal. He's like, there's no man with long hair gonna whoop my ass. Especially there's weight classes for a reason. You know what I'm saying? So Bud fought at 154, looked good at going against Majimov, and then 154 moving up to 168. Jesus. That's something we'll cross later, but I need to see Paul's. I would like to see Bud's body, his physical physique, moving up to this fight. Yes, I said Paul's. Yeah, because you got to see how he carries the weight.
For a while, you were the first in line to shoot this down when everyone else was saying Terrence was gonna have a chance to beat him, have a chance to, win the fight. You were the first one to come on live TV and say, no, 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 no. Wait a second.
Yeah.
Terrence is way too small to move up a couple weight classes like that is almost right. Not anything is impossible, but almost, unbeatable. And you've carried that on till now, and now other people are starting to come to your side and agree with you, and other people are starting to come out and say, yeah, we can't see him actually winning that fight. Now, let's say that he does shock the world. What happens in boxing? What kind of butterfly effect does that have? I just thought about
he retired because we get a little feedback. Get a little okay, it's going now. So Bud is 37 years old, so he'll probably retire. You know what I'm saying? I would solidify him as probably one of the best boxers of all time. He's in my top 10 list. The thing about fighting a smaller fighter fighting a bigger fighter is that you look at when Canelo Alvarez fought Amir Khan. Amir Khan was a catch weight. It was not even that. It was, he fought him at 154, but Amir Khan was a career 147. When he fought him, Amir Khan said that Canelo Alvarez came in at damn near cruiserweight, and that's why he got that crucial knockout of Amir Khan. Canelo doesn't like slick fighters. Okay, you saw what happened with Mayweather. That was a complete domination, and they still, when the judges gave it to Canelo, which is wild because he may have won one round. That was the fourth round. That was it. I remember the only reason I say the fourth round because I watched that fight many times, and he may have won one round. That was the fourth round, but Floyd Mayweather took him to school. So even though he drained him 2 pounds to 152, who cares? He took him to school. The thing about Canelo, you are fighting the judges and him. Dimitri Bivol has such a convincing win that they couldn't cheat him, but he's the bigger guy fighting Canelo. Just like Canelo's like, oh yeah, I'll fight Arthur Beterbiev. Man, he will knock a freckle off you. Are you crazy? He will knock a freckle off of you. Don't you dare say you'll fight Beterbiev. Stay where you are, okay? If he fights Crawford, I would love to see what Bo Mack and the rest of his camp comes up with. I love Terrence Crawford. He's a number 1 pound for pound fighter, but I can't just be like, oh yeah, Roy Jones will beat Lennox Lewis. No, he won't. No, he won't. It's not gonna happen.
Right? There's levels.
Exactly. There's levels to this. Okay, so just saying.
And those levels are weight class based. That's why we have weight class.
There you
go. In fighting sports. All right, awesome. Well, thank you all again for tuning in. We really appreciate it. This is our last fan mailbag question, unless you all have some more you want to contribute. So if you want to be like Berto and contribute to some comments, please throw them in there. Ask Celebrity, whatever you like. That being said, this comes from.
Let me jump in real quick, Omar.
Please do.
If you're listening right now, okay, so I see we got a lot of listeners. We got a big group listening right now. If you have not subscribed to us on YouTube, please do it right now. We're gonna hold on. We're gonna wait. We'll wait. Subscribe to us on YouTube right now, and then we'll get to going. That's it. I'm sorry, it's all that.
No, yeah, I mean you're right. Because honestly, I mentioned earlier today, if y'all didn't catch us at the beginning of the program, I hope you all are celebrating today because Ball and Buds has gotten to our 500th video ever on YouTube from when we started 2 years ago. Clubber D and I started doing actual video because if you remember, it used to be all audio for Ball and Buds, and then in the beginning of 2023, we switched to video specifically for these UFC pay-per-views. So Clubber D could get his picks for UFC and boxing and stuff like that. And it has morphed into so many other shows since then. This is our 500th video on YouTube. But the problem is we still only got 120 some followers. We got less followers than videos. Come on, y'all.
When you look at the different platforms and the amount of views we get on a different platforms, I'm sorry, you would think that our YouTube would be a little higher than what it should be, but it's not. Okay, I understand you listen on this platform, you listen on that platform. When we do our numbers together, like, oh man, we had about a couple hundred people listening, but it's not translating to our YouTube. So if you are listening to this, whatever platform you're listening from, hop over to YouTube,
right
hit
now,
subscribe. That's
right
it.
now.
That's all you gotta do.
Hit the
That's all you gotta
subscribe.
do. It's free, 100% free.
All you're doing is supporting your boys. That's it. Just support us. That's all we're asking.
And when we get to 200, you know what? If we get to 200 likes or subscribes on YouTube, there will be video evidence of me feeding a duck.
Okay. Well, first of all, I would give a time level for that because we are at some point going to get to 200. So you might want to put a time frame on that. Like, is that 3 weeks? So maybe you don't have to feed the duck, or
I'll say President's Day.
Okay. So if you guys can get us to 200 subscriptions on YouTube by President's Day, please share with your friends and family. Clubber D has said President's Day he will feed a duck. And I know many of you are probably saying, "Oh, so what? What does that mean? He's going to feed a duck?" Well, Clubber D is deathly afraid.
We'll go near him.
Ducks. And it's
a duck, swan, geese, crane, peacock. I remember I was in Florida. My brother had peacocks in his neighborhood. They're like, "Oh, go get the beers outside." I'm not going outside. Are you crazy? No. I won't go near. I won't go near none of those things. No.
If you are with Clubber D walking down the street and there is a pack of ducks, Clubber D will walk to the other side of the street like it's a gang of.
Yeah, I will not. I don't mess with geese, anything of those nature. You know what I'm saying? Like they're vile animals. You know what I'm saying? Snakes, spiders, don't care about. You know what I'm saying? I've been over females' houses and woke up and seen roaches. That's fine. I already did what I had to do. But when it comes to ducks and geese, I ain't rock with them. Not gonna happen. So for me to say that I'll do that is a lot. It's a lot. I'll act like I'll act like the black dude from Revenge of the Nerds while I'm feeding the ducks, but it is what it is.
And if you're close enough in Clubber D's circle to actually know the story of what caused this fear, and let his brother tell the story,
It's pretty bad
story ever. Especially
Shout out to Derek and his black ass.
Shout out to brother Derek. He tells that story the best. He tells every story the best. I love Derek's stories. All right. Moving on, last question of the day before we get you all out of here. From KSI Stan, well, you stand in the wrong dude there, guy. From Dublin, Ireland. He says, Logan Paul, after the Mike Tyson fight, said he was going to retire. We all knew that was bullshit. Now, rumors come out that he may be fighting Conor McGregor in India. What are your thoughts on this crazy fight? And then I have a follow-up to that. But anyways, good.
My first of all, my brother jumping on there, little black ass. Look at him.
Hilarious, Derek. Hilarious.
We get Berto and my brother on the chat. That's hilarious. I love it. First and foremost, for all the people that know, if Conor, okay, let's back up before I say something stupid. Dana White already mentioned at the press conference for a certain fight. Oh, we got to talk about that fight. Yeah, we forgot to talk about that fight. We'll talk about that later. But Dana White hinted at a big fight coming up pretty soon, a big off the wall fight, and then the rumors of Conor McGregor against Logan Paul exhibition fight. Depending on how many Goop Scoop folks are gonna be,
I'm done. Not the fuck. I'm done. I'm out.
There could be, depending on the Goop Scoop, if Conor McGregor eats too much Goop Scoop, if he eats too much Goop Scoop, it might be a wrap. You know what I'm saying? I say this.
Oh my god!
Look at Berto try to reach out to Derek. Yeah, he's on you. He's doing YouTube. He's on YouTube, Berto. So, depending on the Goop Scoop, you know what I'm saying? Like, if they stay away from the Goop Scoop, they'd be all right. If they don't, then it's gonna be a good fight. But if this fight happens, remember when Logan Paul fought Mayweather, it was a weight difference. Mayweather had to be a certain amount of weight. I think it was 30 pounds or whatever to call it official exhibition. Now, what have we seen from Conor McGregor to think that he can box? Okay, we've seen one fight when Mayweather allowed him to the 8th round. And
Yes.
we were all in Tampa because you and Derek did the fist up, you know what I'm saying? Did the Kaepernick on your knee. You know what I'm saying? Y'all were like USA. It's crazy because I've never been in a bar in America. Like, you know, I'm ex-military, you're ex-military. You know what I'm saying? I've been to a few places and I've never been to a spot in America where we're saying USA, USA, and the people aren't feeling us because it's an Irish fighter. Like I'm not gonna get into that.
Crazy.
But I never forget you and Derek were doing the Kaepernick, you know what I'm saying, for Mayweather when he came out. And Mayweather allowed Conor to get to eight rounds in boxing. Yeah, he showed a lot of heart.
And that's the thing a lot of people don't say is a lot of people, oh, Conor, he fought so well, he could have beat Mayweather. No, stop being an idiot. Mayweather let him fight that long so they could put on a good show for pay-per-view.
Yeah, I mean, so Logan Paul, who's a bigger guy, has more experience in boxing. Conor hasn't done anything since he broke his leg. I mean, he's been training, yes, sure, but Logan Paul he's been wrestling, he's been pissing Hangman Page off, stealing his move, you know. So he's also boxed KSI twice, and he also boxed he boxed Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu guy, Dylan Dennis.
Yeah, Dylan Dennis.
Yeah, he boxed him, so he knows. Not saying he's at his brother's level, but he knows how to box. So if this were to happen, Conor might get that panther knocked off his chest. He might just boop. He might turn to a white panther.
Wow. Okay.
Black panther.
We know Logan Paul has been starring in WWE lately. Now he's gone off because I think he's filming a movie or something. But anyways, he's been on WWE TV for the past couple years. So we know he doesn't have the extensive training that his brother has.
Right.
Conor McGregor is still a fighter, whether he's been injured and out for a while or whether he's not a boxer or not. He's still a fighter. Do you think what would if this were to happen, which it probably won't happen anyways, who would be your club bang?
If we get close to it, I might change it. But
clubs bangers. Clubs bangers.
Goop scoop. But now for if they eat the goop scoop, it's over with. If they get the goop scoop, it's a wrap. But nah, seriously, it'd be Logan Paul. He's a bigger guy. He's way too big. Way too big for Conor. Way too big. Conor fought at 165. I'm sorry, 155. Then moved up to 170. You know what I'm saying? For that was the Masvidal fight. No, not Masvidal. I'm sorry. It was come on, Dion, think. It was the Nate Diaz fight when they fought out of catch weight. You know what I'm saying? So Conor's he's a career 155er, once moved to 170. Logan Paul's like 220. So 220, 230. It's a way bigger dude.
Okay.
So
all right. You got him by like 50 pounds. What up, Jason? Shout out, brother. Jason Howard.
Top 5 worst chefs. Now I'm joking. That's my guy right there.
Wow, don't do that.
That man, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Frankfurt, their soccer team. That's my man Jason Howard right there. Frankfurt, Infinite, whatever the hell it's called. Yeah, that's the number 1 fan over there. One of the best chefs I know on the East Coast, minus me. I told him a lot. I told him everything.
Does he have the is he doing I know he was telling me last time that he was going to be doing like the butcher shop kind of idea. Did he end up?
Well, me and him had a cook-off, and it was eggs. Who could make the best eggs? And I crushed them.
All right, you gave him a little what is that called? I forgot what it's called. The egg stuff.
Oh, he didn't know his cook-off, so he wasn't ready. I kind of did the cook-off when he wasn't listening or looking, and then I started. You know what I'm saying? Nah, Jason would crush me in cooking. That dude's the freaking beast. He's one of the best chefs I know.
Called you out,
that's my guy right there. That's my guy. I'm bigging you up, Jason. I'm bigging you up. I'm saying you good, man. That's my guy. That's my homie right there.
All right. Well, before we get out of here, you did say that you wanted to talk Dana White's big news. So what we got?
Oh no, that was that fight. But
Oh, that's what I thought. Okay, I thought you were trying to tell me.
No, I want to talk about someone who lost this past weekend in
Oh,
Dana
okay.
White's boys.
Yes, go ahead. Yeah, my bad. We did
So
forget.
Joaquin Buckley, his nickname is what? Numanza?
Numanza.
Numanza. So he fought somebody this weekend in Tampa. I don't know if my brother was there. I don't know if my brother, he's black as hell. He eased on in there with the darkness. But there's a guy named Colby Covington, MMA fighter that you all should know. He is, and it was funny, he got his new coach, Chael Sonnen, who did the same thing against Anderson Silva. But unfortunately, unlike Chael Sonnen, who should have won that first fight but lost in the last second, Covington realized that if I hop on the MAGA train early, people will hate me. I can come out to the ring with Kurt Angle music. I can come out to the ring knowing, cage, that everybody, this is going against everybody's norms right now. Okay. And he did that. He was a great marketing.
I am a real.
Yeah. He did all that stuff. Okay. Prior. Now he's lost to Leon Edwards, lost to Kamaru Usman twice, beat Jorge Masvidal, but we all know that he's probably gonna win that fight.
And he got beat up afterwards. Who cares?
He's stupid. Stupid. So Colby Covington, using the whole angle of I'm MAGA, I met Trump. Okay, yes, that's cool. There's no problem. But it's 2024 now. There's a lot of people that don't care about being MAGA or being Republicans. It's not a sin to be a Republican right now. So what he does,
you mean you can't use it as I'm the bad guy anymore kind
of
thing.
Exactly. Like, it's, who cares? If that's your political stance, so be it. Who care? I don't care. I don't care if you're left, right, up, or down. It doesn't matter. If you stink, I'm gonna tell you stink. If you be eating Goop Scoop, you should be eating Goop Scoop. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. You know what I mean? Like, I don't care what who you rock with. I'm gonna tell you straight up. So more of the nation is like that. You know what I'm saying? So we don't care what your background is, like political background. You're not gonna piss nobody off. So Colby Covington comes out in Tampa, which was smart. I'm a real American. Comes out with Hulk Hogan holding a flag to the cage. And mind you, we've met Hulk Hogan.
We did
numerous times. Okay.
It was an
I don't know how he made the walk without tripping. Okay. He is a
you talked on CNN that day. He did an interview with
I was on CNN that day when about Hulk Hogan. So that's another story. If you guys want to know, subscribe, I'll tell you. Now, so we got Hulk Hogan holding the flag of America when we're in America, going against American in the cage. That doesn't work.
And what you're right about, I don't want you to forget about this. He couldn't walk. He could barely.
No, he was. I was about to get into that. He didn't. He almost didn't trip. I was shocked. He held it without falling. Hogan has had so many surgeries in his back and his knees. He's not the same Hulk Hogan that you guys grew up thinking. Okay, this guy is battered. All right, and Colby Covington, you're going to the cage fighting somebody from St. Louis that is not anti-American. So why do you feel a need to do the whole I am a real American? What is you being American more so than him being American?
Right.
It's not going to win no more. So you've already lost the battle of everybody look at me, I'm the antagonist, or I'm going against him because he's anti-America. No, you lost that.
Raise a different color.
When he fought Tyron Woodley had the whole Black Lives Matter shirt. You know what I'm saying? Okay, you're causing whatever. All right, you're causing a kerfuffle between us and them, yada yada yada. And then but now no one cares. It's not the same. Right. So you find somebody that's not against you. So that didn't work. Chael Sonnen did his promo at the weigh-in saying that Kobe Covington's going to do X, Y, and Z, and blah 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 blah. Cool, but that's not you. You can't have people fighting for you. You can't have people talking for you. You know what I'm saying? We got in that cage.
Son and walked somebody else out that got their behinds whooped at some point in time, or took a hell. Am I remembering that correctly? Anyways, keep going.
I'm not too sure. I probably saw. Could have. Yeah. I mean, Chael Sonnen's he's a great trainer. He's a good trainer. Before I finish, if you guys are listening right now, like whatever platform you're doing it from. I'll wait. I want to hear. I want to see those lights go up. I'll wait for my last sermon. I'll wait.
Like, hit that love.
I better see it go up. Let me get a like. Let me get one like.
Clubber D likes that home decor stuff. Come on, man.
Exactly. Some of those mamas gonna get it later. I better start liking.
Oh shit! All right, cool. And make sure you follow Buds too. BALLANDBUDS.
Hey, look, we're trying to do things for New Year's and try to get it big. So we got to prove to them why they're paying us to be there. So let's get our stuff up some. All right. Subscribe is free. All right. If you guys want to see a New Year's Eve show
from the Gaylord,
help us out. From the Gaylord in National Harbor. Okay. Help us out. All right. We're gonna shout y'all out once we get there.
We got a wow.
There we go. That's all we needed. Okay. That's all I wanted was just one. If I can get 2, that'd be great. If I can get 3, I'll take my shirt off. But hey, I gotta start somewhere. All right. Let's go.
Oh my goodness. All right. Cool. Thank you.
But where was I? Okay. So where does Kobe Covington go from here after losing this fight? Okay. He came in all hyped up, doing the whole I'm the MAGA guy, real American, Hulk Hogan. It didn't work. Pretty soon, Donald Trump and the rest of the elites, Dana White, are going to say, Kobe, you might have to go to the prelims. And that's somewhere he might have to go, because that, if you guys didn't see, that cut was nasty on his eye. And Dana White said, oh, yeah, if that was a different commission, they wouldn't have stopped the fight. If they would have fought somewhere else, he would have got his ass whooped even more. You know, Joaquin kind of
came out and said that he was going to lose his eyelid if he kept going.
Yeah. I mean, that's how bad it was. And it wasn't from an elbow, it wasn't from a headbutt. It was from a punch. So 100% legit. So Kobe Covington, you know, he's going to have to do some soul searching as far as, where do I go here from as a draw? I would like to see the numbers as far as how many people tune in to watch that fight. You know, so is he still a draw? Is he kind of done with? That's the big picture. I'm sorry, that's the big story as far as what's going to happen next in his career. Because we got a little feedback. That whole I'm American, MAGA, yada yada yada. No one cares anymore. It's not opposing figure to be MAGA. No one cares. So I really want to know what he's going to do from here. And he's actually a good fighter. So, you know.
Now, I mean, a lot of people will probably say now that he's declined so much that maybe he doesn't have it anymore, or maybe he can't hack it in the UFC anymore. So we'll see what happens. Obviously, he is as you said, his stick, as James Francis would say, his stick is getting old. Wow! Shout out to talking about old, a friend, Kimmy. Woo! We miss you, Kimmy. Thank you for the love.
My bad. You best go ahead.
Oh, you're good. You're good. I was just going to.
I was going to. Shout out to Kim. Young lady just get married. You know what I'm saying? Living her best life. She's been going on live, you know, lately. So shout out to her. If you guys, you know, want to see some insight from other folks, tune into her. She goes live sometimes. I hate some of the drama you're going through. I think it's ridiculous. You know, we all got your back, Kim. We wish nothing but the best for you. Okay. Seriously.
Love y'all. We love you. Oh, yes, we love you back. Definitely. Old friend there, Kim, for sure.
Good people. Good people's right there.
Great people. Amazing people. All right. And that being said, y'all are amazing people for tuning in. Thank you so much. We're so glad that you joined us today. Make sure you're acting like Kim and our other friends, and you're going in.
We have more women comment than men this time. Sorry to cut you off. I think we have more women, or it's neck and neck.
It was about neck and neck. I like it. I like we're getting the.
I like that. I like the diversity.
Yes, yes. Female viewership is good on our end. We don't mind that at all. And we don't mind any of your viewership at all. So make sure you're subscribed again at Ball and Buds, BALLANDBUDS. The next time you'll catch me on, I'll be on from My Mind to the Professor next Monday, a special edition, Christmas edition. And the next time you will see Clubber D and myself for Combat Sports will be the Clubby Awards, the 2024 second annual edition.
Oh, the Clubby Awards.
The Clubbies, where Clubber D hands out all of his boxing and MMA combat sports awards for the year. So we'll either do that
when you know, not to jump in, you know what I'm saying, I'm trying to goop scoop this. So you might see, depending on how this fight goes on Saturday, you might see me a little quicker. You just might. You never know.
There you go. And that's fine. Yeah. And like you said, like you heard, we're going to be coming back on. We're going to try to have Clubber D every week now on going out. If not every 2 weeks for sure in the new year. And yeah, just make sure you're subscribed and you'll be able to see all our shows when we go live, whether it's Clubber D, the Combat G's Combat Sports Special, my Professor Seminal Mente, or Mind of the Professor, or the Bottom Line Sports. Catch it all there. Make sure you subscribe to, if you're on TikTok, and for as long as it lasts, you can check Clubber D on TikTok at clubber.d. So you can follow him there for his TikTok videos. You can also follow us on Instagram at Ball and Buds. Clubber, go ahead and tell the people your last thoughts for the night before we get up out of here, sir.
Hey, I appreciate y'all tuning in. Again, if you have not liked or subscribed to us on YouTube or like on whatever platform you're on right now, I'll give you 2 seconds. Go ahead, like. Go ahead, subscribe.
Appreciate you.
And avoid that goop scoop. Appreciate y'all for listening in. This Knob Creek has been creeping up on me, so happy holidays.
Avoid
you will see us pretty soon.
Merry Christmas, y'all. Holla. Bye.
He's with the millions.
It's that world heavyweight flow. Championship belt wrapped around my waist, yo. I got that Ric Flair figure flow. Slam you on the pavement, that's why they call me Street Pro. Create heat on beat flow. Like Jordan after the second time he three-peated, folks. Get ready, set, let's go. Fight toe to toe, release the flow created by this mic pro. Lights, camera, get low. Action packed, back to back. In fact, this monster will go. Y'all better let him know. Man with the master plan, and you have no need to know. Hard like winter cold. Bust these fools, anything less than killing whack rappers is a crime. I stay trying to get mine. Stacking value, packing venues, winning over time. Ain't no fine timeline. Open your eyes, you're looking for the best, and this is what you find. Game is only for the bold. You came prepared, now get ready for the show.
Introducing from parts unknown, your UFC and combat sports insider, Clubber D, the Combat G, and the Sports Professor.